Is it ever justifiable to suppress freedom of speech in the name of religious respect? A thought-provoking question indeed, and one that springs to mind when we delve into the life and recent demise of Salwan Momika, an Iraqi refugee and Quran critic who became a controversial figure on the global stage. Momika's story begins in his homeland of Iraq, a country he had to flee due to his vocal criticism of the Quran. As an outspoken critic of the Islamic holy book, Momika found himself under threat, leading to his quest for asylum, a journey that would take him through Sweden and ultimately to Norway. In Sweden, Momika continued his criticism of the Quran publicly, drawing attention and, with it, controversy. His actions escalated to a point where he was involved in Quran burnings, an act that sparked global outrage and put Sweden in a precarious position. Sweden at the time was in the process of entering the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, known as NATO. Momika's actions and the international uproar they caused served to delay this entry, as the global community watched, waited and judged. Due to the mounting pressure, Sweden made the decision to deport Momika. However, Norway, another Scandinavian country known for its commitment to freedom of speech and human rights, stepped in and offered asylum to the controversial figure. But as we now know, this is not where Momika's story ends. Recently, he was discovered deceased in Norway, marking the end of a life that had been fraught with controversy and conflict. His death has stirred a mixed bag of reactions from around the world, further highlighting the complex and often polarizing nature of the freedom of speech debate. To summarize, Salwan Momika, an Iraqi refugee and critic of the Quran, sought and found asylum in Norway after Sweden issued deportation orders against him. His actions, particularly his involvement in Quran burnings, caused global outrage and delays in Sweden's entry into NATO. His recent death in Norway has reignited the debate on free speech, religious respect, and the boundaries that separate them. In conclusion, Momika's life and death serve as a stark reminder of the ongoing global debate on freedom of speech. His story encourages us to question, reflect, and engage in dialogue about the fine line between freedom of expression and respect for religious beliefs. After all, in a world as diverse as ours, finding a balance between these two principles is both a challenge and a necessity.